So looking at it now, actually, I would say the Radiant do have slightly better models. Outward Devourer in particular is very strong. Night Stalker is also very strong. Not nothing outrageous though. I would say I don't think like No Jungle's going to be that unhappy about this. Like, main thing obviously is the Weaver first pick is not great, and the Zeus is not particularly good either. They do have one nice model in Marcy, so that's all right.
It's kind of the spellcasters versus the strengthy boys here, so it could be interesting to see how that turns out.
Yeah, they do have very tanky heroes besides Oracle on the Radiant. So I would imagine we see Lycan taking the Sakuchi here, and then Weaver probably, I would assume, be taking Stormhammer and see something else.
Yeah, there's nothing else that leaps out to me as an immediate, you gotta get this.
What I have seen some teams do is... Yes,
Yep,
yes.
we are actually live now. Finally.
Oh,
both mulligans
actually,
done.
Thanks. Thanks for letting me know.
There we go.
You're right, you called it out there. Perfectly said. You know, Sakuchi into the Stormhammer, not really surprising.
Both teams really have our Dispose, which is in this pool as well, so I imagine that'll be picked up soon. Blop taking the Rot, someone's probably going to be taking the Dismember, I imagine, to go with that on their team.
That's a really strong on the tree there.
What a nice draft. Bad models, good spells.
Should make for a more
really
interesting game, though.
Sonson loves Witch Doctor as a model.
I'm surprised Dispose hasn't been taken yet, to be honest. Both teams love it, as far as I know. There it is.
Spoke too soon.
Yep. I imagine Marcy's going to take Great Cleave. I imagine Marcy's going to take Great Cleave and then probably Unleash, is what I would expect.
Yep, that doesn't make a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, I should say, but I've also seen that paired with like Geminate quite effectively as well.
There's the Marcy,
it's just too powerful.
So there's some nice things also, maybe Hook to line up with the Astral Imprisonment.
Yeah, I was thinking Hook Rod, Hook Astral, very strong.
There's also Nature's Grasp, which is really nice with it. Also nice with Dispose, I guess.
What is this OD thinking here with the Effen's Fluck first pick? What are they trying to get into this as their second
Probably
pick?
just pick a normal OD. I imagine just pick Arcane Orb and
get the
just
Arcane
go right
Orb and go.
I mean, Arc Lightning is also really good.
Well, we just see it picked up right here. This is what I was thinking. It's like, you can pick that, of course, but what else is there, kind of thing?
Honestly, if I was OD, I wouldn't have taken it there because they're not likely to pick the Arcane Orb. Like, they might deny it last pick, but they wouldn't pick it like third pick, I don't imagine. I would have taken, personally, Geminate Attack or something similar, or just a good ult instead of the
Geminate Attack would have been very strong here.
Yeah, only one ult has been taken so far, and I think that this pool has some spells which are like bad or blockable, like the Dark Fiend's Gate's not that good, Sanity's Eclipse is not that good.
You do say
even
that,
Dark Ascension.
You do say that, but I know Faustus loves Fiend's Gate, so
I mean it's. I'm just saying, not everyone likes it. I guess
it's extremely situational, and you have to be good and play as a team and all these kind of things. Not to say these guys aren't good.
And Dark Ascension can only be taken really on maybe Night Stalker, and that's about it.
Well, obviously it could be taken on No Jungle to counterpick Night Stalker as well, but yeah,
true.
I know what you mean.
But there's no hero which seems super suited to it, you know?
No, besides obviously the Night Stalker,
yeah.
Yeah. In general, the ults weren't actually that great. I'd say Overgrowth is pretty strong, and Death Ward's pretty good, but not really the best ults in the world, I'd say.
The Shapeshift, like for example, if Night Stalker goes Shapeshift, we could see that Blop gets the Treant Protector gets left with something really bad as an ulti.
Yeah, terrible,
Yeah, it was sort of surprising, like the Lich Shade pick up here instead of grabbing an ult at this point.
Yeah.
So what do we expect to be left behind? Summon Wolves and Howl? Maybe one of the Oracle spells? Living Armor?
Possibly Rebound. No, I don't know about Living Armor. I think that's it. He might pick on the Weaver.
I'm a little bit surprised about the Bloodlust not being taken. I mean, I do have Geminate Attack, so I don't get super value from it, but...
It's the Night Stalker, but with Pharaoh Impulse instead of his Silence. Very original.
Okay. Zeus ulti. Okay. There's the Bloodlust coming out. So
the
three
OD
more
did
normal
actually.
spells.
So the OD did actually get the He's going to get the God Strength here as well. His build's quite strong, I imagine. Or maybe the Sanities, but yeah. I imagine
Just
the God
don't
Strength.
pick
No,
this
but
shapeshift.
that's not good.
Okay.
That's not good.
That's not what you wanted.
Oh dear. No, that's somebody hasn't played in a while or something. I don't know. One point it didn't reduce your attack speed, but or attack.
Nature's Grasp would be really nice. Yeah, it's like
Howl.
But he goes for Howl instead. Okay.
That's very odd. I don't like that. But like you said,
Ignite
the tree didn't actually get very good ult.
I also like having Ignites, but I think the fact that he has Dismember means he's not going to get the value of Ignite that much.
Honestly, I find this Lycan build quite mediocre considering he started with Sakuchi. It doesn't look that impactful to me. It's alright, obviously. A BKB piercing stun's always nice, but it's not anything to write home about, I'd say.
I think he's going to run in and grab people with Sakuchi. Run in, grab them with the ult, hold them there kind of thing, and prevent people from running away.
Whose draft do you guys prefer, Radiant or Dire?
I think Dire, just looking at it. But
I would prefer to play on the Dire side. I think the Radiant has some heroes which are like very easy and straightforward to play. Like obviously the Night Stalker and the OD. But I think that the Radiant draft is better as a whole.
Yeah, I don't. What I don't like about the Radiant draft actually is have two right clickers, which is like you might think, oh, that's quite standard in your pubs and stuff like that. But in these tournament settings, if you draft too greedy and get like right clicks, like quite a lot of right clicks, then it will generally going to be like it's generally going to get you run over early on. I feel like. At least
it also depends on the way in which you play it. If, for example, like this OD looks like he's going middle, maybe.
Yeah, of course.
And I think that his build is good if he remains active, and it makes space. So he's like, he presents a threat that's he's going to be the one running at you, and that makes space for the pos 1. But if he expects the pos 3, 4, 5s to do that, and while him and the 1 farm, then they'll get run over.
30 seconds to battle.
I mean, the Night Stalker could also play quite active. You can just do the same, basically play like a Night Stalker, because Night Stalker is obviously generally not complete carry. He's like a 3 position, but it looks like he is going to be the one, obviously, here.
Without that silence, though, that he generally brings to the party to keep on top of each, the people to do what he does, he's going to feel a little bit lackluster, I think.
In terms of his early on impact, maybe, yeah. But
yeah,
obviously
in terms of like running at people that same way, right?
Yeah,
but the thing is, he has more sustain and he does more damage.
Oh, missed the hook.
Oh no, fish! No. My boy Fish.
The one thing to say is, I agree with what you're saying, but I also have to say that like when it comes to ability draft, the laning stage matters more. Like handling the laning stage well matters more, and being able to sustain in the laning stage is very important. I think. It's like
the Pharaoh makes a lot more skill.
You don't think about it, but like Dragon's Blood is good, not because of it later on, but only because it lets you survive the laning stage and sometimes dominate the laning stage.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you look at Dragonite, who's generally quite a mediocre model, stuff like that, and doesn't really have particularly great skills. But in OPEC, he just sits there tanking the whole creep wave and can't be pushed out of lane. So, yeah. And sometimes it's like I've even seen people like pick up Dragon's Blood on support and just like so they can trade easily. And that's something that I've seen has been quite effective a few times.
It can be a nice deny pickup on a support in terms of okay, well now we got the tank not to have that, and now I'm semi-tanky to begin with.
Oh, another missed hook.
Let's say Fish has missed every one of these hooks he's thrown out here.
No. My boy Fish, he's a bit rusty.
Oh, I don't know if you saw, but Tonton got Astral Disruption on OD and the tower, and if there was one creep that was within aggro range, if he managed to kill that creep slightly faster, then we would have seen Mark Nolan probably take 3 or 4 hits from the tower, but manages to get away unscathed. OD, one of the best, like better heroes in the game, better base models.
Yeah, definitely, it's very strong. As we can
range,
see, like, Tonton's taking a lot of damage.
Oop.
Yeah, range.
Kill.
Int.
Top lane, top lane.
Oh yeah, this poor Pudgy's in trouble.
It's probably only level 1 Maledict. He might survive.
Oh, I think he's
No.
gonna die to it.
Oh,
Oh no, he gets back. Wow, look at that health bar. He was at
the
4
early
health.
tip.
It just feels like if I thought he had to TP maybe as the last tick went on him, or like whatever, the last tick in the lane, second to last tick.
I feel like he survived because Block tipped him in his karma.
Yeah, every time you tip someone, they actually gain 1% extra luck in the game.
That is true. They also gain 1 strength.
Strength. That's how it's pronounced. Strength. Strangth.
Strength. Oh, fish hit a hook. Fish hit a hook. And he's gonna die.
He's gonna die for it.
You try to get the dispose off to bring God Beloved within tower range. One thing to say also, God Beloved playing in safe lane, not in the mid lane.
Yeah.
So they
Tonton's having a rough lane though. He's not getting anything done here. He has got his ball there to refill, so that's good.
Basically, anytime he comes anywhere close to the wave, he just gets astral or just gets screwed up, and the only defense that he has is to astral.
Yeah, the thing is, if he astrals, he's still gonna take 2 hits. You know, like no matter what.
Yeah.
The astral cast range is quite low as well, so it's not like you can just do it from far away.
So what is Tonton's role this game? Because it looks like he's got Arc Lightning and Astral. Does he go Meme Hammer?
Yeah, I would say
they're really running at this Weaver. He popped what he had, but
Sakuchi's coming up. He should be killed, I think.
Yep. And there's the kill.
And
all the while,
fish again bomb.
They got fish bottom.
Yeah.
So the implications for the group are, if G2OP win this, then it's like 3 teams tied at 2-1, I think, and 1 team at 0-3.
Do we know?
Or like potentially.
Is there like tiebreakers? Then I don't understand. I don't know how.
There is. It's based on time. Like, awesome action top lane. They get the stun. They get the Maledict. The Nature's Grasp is thrown out. Rebound and
it should be fun.
Should be fine. The thing is that it's only Maledict level 2. When it gets to level, I think Maledict, anything before 4 just feels like an annoyance for a lot of the time.
They're bringing in fish to help out. He misses the hook mid though.
Fish not having his game today. Not his game right now.
This feels like every time I draft hook and play it, it's just like I miss every single one.
I'm a big hook player.
Noxville is a hooker. So yeah, but the problem is now he TP mid, didn't get a kill or anything like that, and then Faustus had to go back because he hasn't got a supporting lane. So now Night Stalker's just free farming. So not the best situation there, unfortunately.
We haven't really looked at top here, been mainly focusing on bottom and mid. As we do that, it looks like we're gonna, get a kill, but jump, doing work, able to rebound out and away.
Yeah, it looks like out of all the lanes, the top seems to be going the best for no jungle, by the looks of it. Although obviously the Weaver has died once, but yeah, in terms of the CS scores, it seems like Flop is currently beating the Lycan a little bit.
I find the Weaver is really hanging back here and playing around.
Just making sure he can't pull, basically.
Yep, doing what he needs to do to make sure the Equilibrium stays in the lane there.
Nice dodge on the Lycan.
Oh, yeah. That's a lot coming out on. No, he's
got for 1. He's
got a 1.
Yeah. They saw the 1.
They put a lot under the Lycan here as well with the Maledict up, but he should be fine.
He's got infused raindrops. He's fine. Very nice pickup on the raindrops there, so he doesn't die to this Maledict.
Yeah, immediately knowing what he needs to do to survive it.
OD for some reason leveling the ult. I don't know if I like that. I hope he knows they reduces attack range.
I would assume that he does, but some of these things is you don't know absolutely everything about everything. Because that's gonna feel bad the first time he uses that and goes to click someone. Is like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Oh, they're running the bottom again.
Fetch. Yeah. Oh, he should be fine here.
Yep, nice blocks coming out there.
Oh, he hit a hook. He hit
Got a hook.
He hit it. Yeah, this Night Stalker, 1,000 health already with his bracer, and then the level 3 feral as well. He's a tanky boy. Oh, the Oracle might die.
Ooh, they're both very low here. Trading out. Oh, just misses the hook.
I'm rooting for my boy Fish.
Let's just decide the better of it. Go get some regen. But this Night Stalker, though, hasn't been, I guess, like free farming per se, but it's really flying away here. It's really only the Mercy. And, maybe the Zeus that's in any kind of contention here.
The one thing is, obviously, with Great Cleave, the Marcy is going to start out farming
everyone.
The Night Stalker eventually. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder why Night Stalker would choose to go here, if he's going to play a more position 1 role, or go maybe the Armlet or something instead. Let's say he's going for the Echo Saber, which is a bit more active.
Yeah, it's going to be a funny transition to play here in terms of, you know, he is the #1 here, but it's going to quickly change up.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the OD is going to take the more role of the one here, and then Night Stalker's going to play a bit more active, I would imagine. Oh, Oracle's going to die, I believe. Yeah. Very nice token to dispose.
They're bringing more. Okay, they dispose under the back, but misses again on the hook there, but the Sakuchi is enough to bring down the tree eventually. And they will just have to TP out the Night Stalker.
I'll dispose.
They brought in the OD though. He's looking to kill the Witch Doctor. He's going to put a lot of damage into that. We'll also find the Weaver here too, who immediately has got to stun him and run, but can't really get away with the root coming out.
No, Tauntaun.
And now Tauntaun's here as well.
He time-lapse back to mid.
Oh, that's good. He needed to. Alright, there comes the stun. The OD will die to that rot.
And Blop is still farming throughout all of this, so that's definitely good for no jungle, I'd say, in the end.
There is little hope.
The Pudge getting a little bit of XP in the meantime, but obviously not as good as having your position 1 free farm. Oh no!
Oh,
Fish! Not having a game.
I was gonna say, like, are we playing on like the wrong server for him or something? It's almost like he's playing with like 200 ping or something. It just feels like every time he goes for it, he's on like a 5-second delay.
He's just a little rusty. I think he doesn't. Like I said, Fish has taken a break for a while. He's probably the member of the jungle that plays the least currently. So.
Just the fret of hooks, though. You just keep throwing them out, right? The constant fret of they being hooked and the mind games that come with that is... You just got to keep doing it, even if you miss them.
Well, and also, you know the saying RGB, if you miss every hook, you don't take.
Yep, and you only need one.
Exactly.
One can change a game.
This poor Weaver model, not able to get anything going, really. Doesn't even have boots yet, it's so slow at 2750. 275 actually.
I was like muted for a while, and then like my microphone stopped working, and then I unmuted, and then I remuted, and I forgot that it was unmuted. Brilliant.
That's fine, Nox.
Well done, Noxville.
Yeah, so just thought
back.
you might be interested in that. Just thought everyone on the stream would want to know my sound technical issues.
Alright,
What did I
we
miss?
got 3 collapsing on here. They brought in a little bit extra support in terms of the Lycan. And I think they saw that TP, so they're probably backing up now.
Yeah. It's going to be quite difficult to bring down this Night Stalker unless they get...
Here we come.
Perfect.
Pushes forward. They throw the stun out. There comes the Night Stalker ult. They're going to start laying into these two here. I suppose we'll temporarily put them off, but they're going to run down that tree.
Yeah, they knew exactly what... They were very prepared for that on the G2OP side. They knew exactly what no jungle were going to do. Like we see already, Max Great Cleave on block now. He's already starting to take over the top farm.
Yeah,
the
he's
top
just
tier.
been sort of left to his own devices up here to free farm for the last couple of minutes, and as you
Yeah.
sort of mentioned, that's going to help, right? He went from being 3rd or 4th down here to now 2nd place. And I would expect he's going to take over the Night Stalker here very quickly.
Yeah, he's gonna go for first
Oh
start.
no, Oracle, you're trapped.
Oh.
Out comes the meme hammer combo.
The Rob Hammer.
And
And
finally,
Fish
Fish lands a hook.
Stealing the kill.
That's awesome.
But yeah, like if they just keep letting block farm like this, it's going to be quite bad for them. I think they do need to play a little bit more aggressive, even though it's looking good for them now. You don't really want to let a Great Cleave hero just free farm as much as possible. He's going to get down his BKB.
He's going to come out of
relatively
the jungle here and be scary as hell, and I don't think they're going to be ready for that. We'll see though. Maybe they anticipate it in terms of the skill build that they have, and that's sort of the timing that they know of this stuff, and whether they can bring anything to bear to be able to deal with the Mercy. They do have 2 smoked in that general location now. They'll trade off Baron for it as they're looking for it. They do get the ult on. It's a lot of damage to pull back, but a little bit outside, but running down there. They should have the damage to cast to follow up.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a little bit more than they needed, but
nobody tip block. Come on, guys. Tip block.
Yes. Where's the mass tippies?
Yeah. But in the meantime, the Tauntaun did get mid. A huge thing. It gives you it's one of the most important towers on the map.
Yep, and it's taken more or less freely as well. Oh, Lycan goes forward. He grabs. He's gonna get hooked though. First trouble. Ooh, nice Stormhammer too. We'll get Astral. No, he missed the meme hammer setup. It's a little too late. Oh no, he does get it. Okay.
Trust in Tauntaun.
We'll be able to run it out.
Here comes the melee.
Now comes the Wolfie.
Oh wow.
And he's got to
He's
run
even
in.
got Dragonlance. We're crying out loud.
Run, Wolfie, run! Chase them into the bushes.
Is Blop gonna die again? No, he doesn't want to be here.
Oh, there's a lot of heroes.
Oh, Blop.
Oh, that's not what you want to see at all. He was free farming perfectly. He was happy. He was fine.
No.
Now he's died twice.
There's no reason to TP back up there. You should have TP bottom or mid and farmed there and farmed Ancients. There's no reason to go back top on your position 1 where you just died. That's going to set him back for it a lot.
Well, that's a hard thing to call out, right? In terms of, do you go back to the same lane that you were? Do you take the jungle? Do you go to a different lane? That kind of thing. I can see where he was.
As a position, yeah. So as a position 1 with this type of build, you generally don't want to be fighting until you have your big first item or something like that. Yep. So he should be avoiding fights as much as possible right now until he gets to, like, at least BKB.
Well, maybe he thought they just weren't in the area kind of thing. They had the vision. They knew that they were there. That's a lot of damage coming out, but it's all in the Oracle ult. So he will fall eventually, but that eats up the entire Death Ward, basically.
Yeah. G2OP kind of running away with it right now. They're only 1k up, but they're definitely out-moving them right now.
Oh, they're looking for him, hiding in the jungle. Will they find the Weaver? They're hunting in all directions. And he's even using his courier to scout it out there. Still hunting. Found the perfect little spot there.
Yeah. Surprisingly, the tree is now the top net worth on Dire. They had a hard start to the lane.
Yeah, and I think that had a lot to do with the 2 kills that we saw there, where the tree has just been off farming, right?
Yeah, yeah. Almost got his Blink Dagger along with Hood and Vanguard.
All the while mid, got a nice engagement here. The hook will miss, but there'll be enough damage onto the 1. The Astral does finish. Now comes out the Rot. The Wolfie is running forward here, and he's putting a bit of damage into the big tree, but he'll get stunned up for his trouble. They'll throw another free floor, but they'll get rooted up. Now comes the time to run down. Oh, out comes the big Death Pulse, though. That will get a couple. Looking for more, actually, as it's still not done yet. We'll find the tree. Root comes out, but it's a little too late.
Oh, poor Fish.
Fish just gets run down by the Night Stalker. The Piggy is trying to run away, but They got vision on him. They see him. Night Stalker's just running him down.
Or
Well, you were
And that's
right.
gonna
The
be a
Night
teamwork
Stalker's
effort.
doing exactly what a Night Stalker does, just without his silence. So he's a little less annoying, but goddamn, he's just running at people and eating them up.
Yeah, and I really don't like how Blop's playing this right now. He TP'd in again to fight without his BKB. He shouldn't be doing this. He should be farming. It's just like he's feeding 3 times in a row right now. Like there's no reason to.
Yeah,
He's
it's a
definitely-
entire shift in momentum ever since he died that first time, right? And if he
Yeah,
didn't
it's
die
like-
didn't die, you know, a second time, would have been a very different shift here in the next couple of minutes.
Exactly. He's missed out on like pretty much like 100 CS, I assume, by just dying 3 times by trying to fight too early, and it's not doing good for him. Out of interest, Noxville, are you muted again?
No.
Not
You
all
just
good.
were having such a good vibe, you know? I didn't want to disrupt it.
Nice one. Do you have anything to flame Blop about?
I mean, I when he didn't get tipped, I knew that G2OP weren't playing at their best, and that
That's it,
disappointed me.
yeah. They
And
missed
that's
crucial.
what's let
They
me
missed a
down.
crucial play. Yep.
Tips, they're
G2OP
crucial,
definitely
guys.
are.
Gotta remember the
That's it.
tip.
And you have to make sure your high five is when you're about to kill someone.
That's a bit cheeky.
It's all important, especially when it's Blop, because he would
Alright,
definitely
they're
do the same
smoked
to you.
up. They're sitting there waiting for someone to walk up this high ground, but no one's here, so they decide to go
Yep.
down.
So they might get Tonton.
Oh, they see him,
No,
but...
it's night vision. No, it's night vision. I don't think they saw.
Oh, they don't... Oh, you're right. Probably just on the edge there.
Yep, nighttime vision saved him there. And again, if Night Stalker was there, he would have seen him because he has higher vision. But alas, he wasn't.
Yeah, we do see the tree doing tree things here, pushing out more waves again. It's got the blink
He's
up.
essentially doing what Blop should have been doing.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Lenski hiding in the back there, making sure no trouble's gonna come to the tree. He decides to really start pounding on some of these towers. This will be great if they can get this top tower over this.
He's got God's strength. He's got over 300 damage.
Alright, now we start bringing in
looks like
all the rotations. He blinks out immediately. Do they chase?
Fantastic blink.
Like,
Very
Sakuchi's
quick
good and all,
reactions
and you
there.
can chase him down, but the other team is so far behind you, man. Okay, there's the
Oh, that's
lockdown
nice.
he needed. Pulls him back. Now, out comes the death ward. He starts laying into him.
He's a tanky boy.
Good block, but Oracle ult is there, and he'll just TP away. Nope, stun. Finds him in the trees, and the Oracle ult will pop.
Tonton getting caught as well.
That
At the
was
same time, Tonton got caught out. They're looking to push mid. Oh no. My boy Fish.
poor fish. Just gets run
What are you
down
doing there,
again.
Fish?
Trying to throw a hook.
Throw a hook. Just throw it. Yeah, I wouldn't say Fish's hooks are not being good, but yeah, it's hard.
You just gotta land one. That's all that matters. It's
Yeah,
a $1
one good
million
one.
hook.
Again, I just don't know what Blop's doing. Why is he standing behind his tower instead of farming?
I think they're a little bit shaken in terms of, like, it's 21-6. They're looking at this going, what do we do?
Right here. What BKB? Maybe they're looking
Oh.
to fight. Oh,
Now he immediately
no,
gets
no.
caught with the Sakuchi run out. Oh, there comes the BKB pulling back. The hook. I suppose.
That's the 9-second BKB down already. They can't fight again now for 70 seconds.
Yeah, they're going to take advantage of that immediately. Wrap around to mid, it looks like. Now the Night Stalker, he gets called out. A little bit of a position there. They throw a lot onto him. They will probably have it with the rod here to bring him down, but Sakuchi's still running around. They don't have the vision for him. He will look for anyone in the back end. He'll find the flop, but... Oh my gosh! The hook! I don't know whether that saved him or hurt him.
I mean, I think it was good.
Alright, they caught him here for sure, right? Nope. God damn, where's the dust, guys? Who has dust? Anybody? Not a single one of them is carrying dust. Ugh.
Disgusting.
Running against Sakuchi, at least have a bunch of dust in the words or something. Come on.
Well, funny enough, if they had the sentry there, they also would have been able to get the free ward there. That's well, it just expired there. No, but yeah.
It's also hard with the Sakuchi. It's just like it feels like the ward battle is just never ending.
Especially because like or the detection isn't exact. The detection methods that you have aren't exactly particularly good against Sakuchi in even, because obviously like dust doesn't slow you because you're hasted,
Yep.
and sentries are obviously it's easy to get out of the sentries because
Well, it's also
Sakuchi moves so fast.
extremely easy for him to get in and ward and deward with Sakuchi. It's sort of that natural thing to be able to get in and ward and deward really nicely as well. So it does feel like a very uphill battle.
Yeah, I do have to say though, I think No Jungle is doing a good job. Like it's 21 to 7, and then they're only 3k. 2k up.
They are definitely trying to keep up on the net worth here, finding what little farm they can where they can find it. And they haven't really been punished for it. Like the tree's been over here farming. I just say that now. The tree's been over here farming, hasn't been caught out yet. The other guys were over here farming, haven't been caught out yet, but they are now. There's 3 to bear on the Wolfie. Wolfie's got to run.
Same time they're getting tree.
Yeah, they do.
And the OD gets out as well. Damn.
Looks like they're calling out the OD mid there.
Ooh, Tauntaun's getting.
But Sakuchi's coming in. He's going to grab him right before the meteor hammer goes off. There comes the hook. Leaping forward with the silence, though, making sure he can't do anything. And will time lapse out eventually.
Marcy has no ult. I don't think she can do that much.
Throws down the Oracle ult onto the wrong target, though.
Yeah, that's going to be a disaster.
Oof. Still ends up falling.
Disaster.
Ooh.
That is going to be a tier 2 right here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
Block going for his Shadow Blade net. For some reason has 2k gold just saved up. Should probably buy an item.
Thinking about buyback, but you know, it's only like 400 bucks.
Yeah, not 23 minutes now. You shouldn't be thinking about buyback.
Well,
there you go.
Yeah, you say that, but in their situation, they are starting to get to that point where they could be knocking on tier 3, no problem. Like, I honestly expected that tier 2 to fall there. That was a good glyph. They respect it, pull back out, look for a different objective.
Halberd finished on a Witch Doctor. That's going to help a little bit.
That's a lot better than I initially would have thought it was, given that, you know, if he actually does land a good hiker dispose, then he can, you know, immediately halberd the target in the middle of all that.
Yeah. Looks like BKB is going to be worked on by OD as well. Also by Night Stalker. He's got his Basher up, his Echo Saber.
Basher on the Night Stalker is going to be very, very strong here. You already can't get away from him, and you know, Night, when he's running you down there, now it's going to be almost impossible.
Yep. Well, it's almost nighttime now, so they're going to look to fight, I expect, with Night Stalker.
I'm actually sort of surprised why they aren't poking into Roche there. They know what's up.
I think they're waiting for the 25 time. They're going to go for the top tower and then probably rotate to Roche afterwards. I imagine. It's more safer then, because then you have a bit more. You can take the output, just get vision of that whole area.
If that's the case, then the Dire team should be pushing this bottom tower as hard as possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they now know that, right? They see them all reveal top. They're all flocking that way as fast as possible. Well, they were. Now they're all scattering to the wind the second I say that.
Yeah. And now they take this outpost and then they go to Roche. Here we go.
Yeah, the thing is that they will have to respond first. And that means that Night Stalker can come here and just tidy up a little bit.
No, then. Well, they're not doing Roche. That's, I don't think that's correct. They definitely should have had Roche there. It's pretty free. But decided opted not to. Maybe respected the flow of the smoke, which is currently out now.
Hoping to find someone there on the tail edge of Roche, thinking that that's where they are, but they've all retreated further away than that now.
Yep. OD has 100 gold from BKB.
Falling back here, respecting that Radiant is just sort of poking in. See the bits and pieces of Thors they do have.
Yeah, I think so. Basically, I think what Radiant's thinking is just get your BKBs first before taking Roche, or take a fight afterward. So I expect they get the Night Stalker's BKB, they get the OD BKB, and they instantly look for a smoke.
The Night Stalker
would assume.
BKB is finished there now. It should be coming out in the courier there shortly.
Yep.
The OD one,
And
I
OD's
think,
already
is
got
already finished and ready to go from the last one
Yep.
there. Looks like they did land a hook finally to pull someone back there, but
Yep.
now comes the fun part. Let's run in with the BKBs active. They're going to really push this in, going deep into the territory. Looking for more. Night Stalker, though, he's getting kited pretty hard.
I think this is kind of a bit too deep.
God, it's a mess. Get out of here, guys.
Yeah, they need to retreat.
It's just all over
That
the
was
map
not
here.
the fight to take. 100 tier 3.
Ooh, courier kill. Yeah, that felt like, okay, we got one, let's collapse on them, and they dragged them out of position a little bit too far. You know, they probably wanted to fight more around the tier 2, pulled them all the way back.
Well, they
up to
didn't
the
even
2.
get one, so they weren't the ones that got the kill. They pudged that first, and then they decided to try and commit. So,
Yeah.
not the best. It ended up not being a disaster for them. It's just obviously BKBs wasted, time wasted, more time for blocks to farm. So, I really think they should just be like warding all around Roche and just making sure they get that ready to go, wait for the next BKBs, and just go for it. I don't know. I don't really like forcing these towers.
Find the Weaver here
Get the
with
Weaver here.
Geminate. Should be an easy cleanup.
Yeah. I really think they should go to Roche now. I think it's the perfect time for that pickoff.
I agree with you. I expect that they're going
They
to push
defend them.
bottom tower.
Yeah.
Bottom tower
Yeah, they
is
are.
under attack.
I think they just see like they're so far ahead at this point they don't need the Roche to do anymore. Kind of thing.
Yeah, I can
It's
see
like,
that. I just think like,
you know, if you're further ahead, get further ahead, right? You know, that's the old adage, so I get it. But
Bottom tower has fallen.
I mean, it looks like they got to do Roche now. They're all TPing their own. Hopefully, I don't want to look wrong again. So I'm really blocked taking the outpost.
yeah, now they're coming in.
Yeah, there we go. Well, did not
Don't
take his
believe
up, take it
Radiant
up.
can do, or Dire Sorry can do anything about this.
No.
They probably don't even know what's going down.
I don't understand this OD. Why
I
did you
don't
get a
understand this OD either. Let's go, Wolvie.
dragon?
You run. Go get him. Go get him, Wolvie. It's fun to watch. I'll give you that.
Yeah, it's
He's
just a bit odd.
running around aimlessly.
All reporting to Keikaku.
Aegis on the Night Stalker. Interestingly, the Radiant seems to have 2 position 3s instead of position 4. Both the Pudge and the Lycan have the same farm.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, at this sort of point, right, it's that many hero kills and whatnot that's offsetting that normal sort of vibe, I would imagine. In terms
Not
of,
really. He's
relationship.
got 2. He's 2 and 1.
2-1.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
They've
it's
just
not.
been farming while everyone else is running. Well, they're really giving them the respect here.
Yeah.
Easy enough to walk up high ground there at the Aegis.
They do have reasonably good high ground with the hook, obviously. The arc lining spam. It's quite hard for them to push in without getting Astrod into hook.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's gonna reach the point where that, like, even Astral into hook doesn't mean anything, right? Is there a
Eventually,
way
yeah.
is there a way for Dire to kind of get back into it?
Yeah, just Blop can. I think Blop's got a strong enough build that he can just
Just
needs to
needs
get
to farm.
more farmed.
Which, to be honest, they've done a really good job of finding farm, even though they keep getting pushed back into their base here, essentially. Yeah, even when they had their tier 2s up, they were still being pushed back into their base, it felt like. Oh, Mean Hammer interrupted again.
Oh no! It's on
Running
top.
at the Zeus with all they have here. Nice Stalker on top of the Weaver. Looking for more.
Oh,
Backline here. The BKB's popped. It's just running around. It's not really doing anything.
yeah.
Night Stalker looking for
Can't
more.
do this.
He's running right into the well to find that Weaver, and he will
Mac.
find him. Oh, he'll pay
Gonna
for
die.
it. And the ages are popped.
Again, quite deep.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know why they're diving this hard. Like, they got some really good pickoffs.
Triple kill for the Night Stalker.
Yeah, still good. Still good, obviously, and worked out quite well, but I don't think they need to push quite this hard into the base.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
No, they didn't get punished for that at all, right? So this is why they can do it.
Well, they lost the OD and the Aegis, like, in terms of, I think it could have been a lot smoother, to be honest, but, like, obviously it did the job in the end, so.
Now it looks like they'll finally fall back here.
Yeah, Nightstalker's going for his, Satanic. So, once that's done, I'm assuming they're gonna try and fight again.
So Blop has got the Basher queued up here. Looks like going straight into the Abyssal there afterwards. Is that the thing that's going to save him, do you think?
It does let him, stick on targets more, but honestly, like, they just need, like, a good initiation, and then, like, he can... They basically initiate on him, he pops his BKB and all, and, he does a lot of damage, he just needs to be, like, the focus taken away from him.
That's kind of the problem, though, right? In terms of, I don't think they're ever going to get the jump on the initiation. It's always going to be, you know, like them jumping on the Blop, or maybe a, like, Astral that they can get off, or into some kind of hook Astral thing where they could maybe grab someone, but...
Yeah, they're
really been on par today to be doing that reliably.
Their initiation isn't the best, to be honest. Like, obviously, the hook into bows is pretty strong, but you can't really rely on that too often. Yeah, there's no, like, blink dagger initiate, unfortunately. Whereas, obviously, on the Radiant, you have Lycan, you can just run in, do some work. Then Oracle with the Fortune's End and Force Staff Overgrowth. So a lot more initiation on the Radiant, which is why it's difficult.
Do see that they were smoked up. It's popped, so they know they're in the neighborhood. Oh, immediately gets jumped on there before Staff, saving his life. Gets him out of range there of that quick jump in from the tree. Does feel like they're kind of just poking and prodding around here, just waiting for the other team to make a mistake.
Yeah, I assume they're either just waiting for a pickoff or Roshan to respawn at this time. They don't really need to go too aggressive, honestly. They can just...
Given how aggressive they have been so far, it seems to be this, like,
yeah.
polar opposite
seems
here
like...
in terms of plays sometimes, where it's just like, nope, we gotta sit back, we gotta wait, we're not ready to go, and other times it's, we're going deep, boys, run past tier 3s, let's go, right into the well, why not?
Oh, they're just respecting the high ground defense, I expect, of the hook, but it looks like they might get...
Alright, here he has a blink in to start. Oh, he misses it right off the hop. Okay, the Night Stalker's got to jump in and do some work here, but it's onto the Weaver's got the time lapse out of it, immediately trying to save him. The Oracle all doing work there to really kite off that Night Stalker. He's taking off a lot of damage, a lot of his time, while all the whack wine is getting chewed up there, but we'll eventually find the double kill.
Very good team fight.
Oh, looking for more.
Oh, no.
Will fall first, and it looks like the OD is able to mow down that tree. Looking for more.
He gets hooked in, but I think that's actually just not going to help at all.
Nope, I think that helped him more than it hurt him.
Yeah,
Maybe deciding the bell of it. No, he'll jump in as well. Go for one last good smack. Good on you, Wolfie.
I feel like OD realized that maybe pressing his ult isn't the best thing.
He's finally figured it out. 35 minutes later.
I felt like he was much more useful without the ult there, to be honest.
It does feel useful in certain situations in terms of like being able to run around or run in and those kind of things, but it's definitely right in terms of like it definitely throws him off from what he seems to be doing sometimes.
Yeah, outside of like team fights, if you're trying to run away or if you try to catch someone, it's obviously quite good. But yeah, in terms of like team fights, you don't. It's much better to be a whatever like 700 range hero rather than a melee hero. Especially when you spent 1,900 gold on a ranged increase. Well, overall there, I'd say no jungle team fight there. Nothing
Yeah, when we
massive
talk
lost,
about
but
like what they were sort of waiting for, this was it. Now I'm so sad to say they're not taking much more advantage of this. They need to
no,
they
they're
need to
doing
get
smoke.
out. There comes the final smoke I was sort of hoping for, waiting for, to get some kind of rotation out of this. But I think they're going and looking in all the wrong places here, though.
It does appear that both teams are kind of like accidentally avoiding each other here. Yeah, like we see, it just seems like Radiant's just waiting for Roshan at this point. They took a few risky fights, so they're just looking to reset and just play a bit patient by the looks of it.
Yeah, without the smoke really doing anything efficient for them there, they're going to have to fall back and play a little more defensively until they know what's going on, where they are. I imagine right now there hasn't been a single poke out of vision there, as they've been just hiding in the jungle.
Oh, Lenscare's got the broken item though. The Wraith Pact is in.
About time.
And I don't believe Radiant has one, right? That's a huge difference in team fights now. Absolutely busted item. We'll see if it
Relatively long Rocher
changes.
here, so we'll be waiting a bit longer. I love they need 2 heroes here to protect Blop and his farm, just in case he's jumped.
Yeah. Well, all their heroes besides the other three are in the area.
Yeah.
But it does look like the Radiant are going high again. They're collapsing on them. Looks like Dire sniffs it out. And,
Yep, it's time to leave. As soon as they saw him cutting the wave there, they're going to TP back.
Yep.
And they immediately call out to start pushing the other wave out.
Well, it's all about who controls the top half now. With really, what they need to try and do is try and take back their outpost and try and get some control of this area. Because otherwise, they just get a free Roshan Radiant. It's gonna be much harder when they have the Aegis.
Checking it out again, but as I say, it's a little bit long this time.
Yeah.
So
I don't really think they can. I guess they're going for a smoke again. I assume that's why they're all standing together. Yeah.
Yep. So they're just waiting to pop it and then go out and circle around the other way this time. Hopefully they don't go out the same way again, otherwise they're not going to find anyone.
All according to
they need to do something. They can't just sit in base like this. Like they're just losing. In that case, it's like there's no point. Like they're just sat here for like 20 seconds, 5 in base. It's just like
okay. The Oracle's like sitting in the pit waiting for Roshan to spawn to call it out. So he will ping it out immediately as soon as it comes up. The smoke has come out, but again, it looks like they're going in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So Roche will fall relatively quickly here, as they have enough damage they can walk through this. So as soon as it goes down, I imagine they're going to regroup for high ground.
Yeah, free Roche, unfortunately, that's what I thought was going to happen. And I assume Radiant's going to look to do some kind of aggressive push at this point. We'll see.
Shard goes to Pudge, it looks like. Mage is back on the lifestealer.
Yep, the Voodoo switcheroo is pretty strong.
Yep, they've been doing really good with that ult so far, so imagine another go at it will be quite nice.
I don't know, I just don't like this whole, like, obviously it feels bad when you're in this position, but they're just like sitting like... You need to like try and do something at all times or you're just gonna straight up lose, like get out attrition basically.
They're trying to push the waves out here in terms of they've attempted to go top, they've attempted to go bottom, push those out a little bit there, but they need to come back and defend this high ground now.
all according to K-Cup.
Here it is, they Lotus up, looking to run in. No, maybe not.
They have some, like I say, they have really good high ground, like with the spam from Zeus from far away and the threat of the hook the whole time. It is a strong high ground team, but
again, why are they be sitting on the front door like that then? This kind of thing is like, you know, don't even risk it. Just because someone is just calling the shots there in terms of get back, let's not risk it, keep farming out, keep getting ahead. They'll make a mistake.
yeah, but looks like they're gonna split all the they're gonna try and split up all the no jungle team and just like try and push in all 3 waves. That way they can just like catch them off guard a little bit maybe or something. and make sure that they don't get hooked on mid.
Yep, they're definitely respecting the high ground defense here. They go just far enough to like push in this wave, and then they won't get any closer, just so they can't get caught out by the hook. But you're right, I expect someone to have TP'd up to top here and start cleaning that up.
Yeah, you just got a free tower there on the tower.
Just waiting there for someone to make a mistake. There's a good hook, but it doesn't quite connect.
Close. If that hit the Oracle, that would have been great, but unfortunately. I feel like a pipe would have been really good this game, just so they could protect the whip they've on Radiant.
Yeah, they do have that immense wave clear. Everything just nuke everything down.
That's just a Zeus, yeah, just spams out. I'd say though, this isn't like bad for Radiant's do at all. Like they're just like push them in their base. They're just eventually going to outfar them. I imagine like the golden experience graph is only getting worse and worse for them.
Yeah. The OD is just pulling further and further ahead at this point.
All reporting to K.
Alright, I believe this is going to be the call here as the Night Stalkers
Yeah,
pop the ult, he runs forward, leaps in, tries to do some damage there, eventually do something there.
Oh no, Blob's dead.
Oh, big ult coming out there with the Death Ward, really doing some work, but immediately out come a bunch of buybacks coming out here. They're looking for the Night Stalker, but he's too much, so they're going to switch to the Lycan. They will find him. The OD's got the Wolfie form, so he's going to be able to scoot away. Now they may find the Pudge here. He's the slow target.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, it looks like he's been left to die.
The sacrifice. And that's the kind of momentum switch they were waiting for. It cost them some buybacks and things, but this could be it in terms of getting out and getting a little map space, getting a little more farm. It's better than sitting in their damn base there for the last 5 minutes.
But the OD is just so farm now. Look at him, he's 30k net worth. It's just
It's him in the world, basically.
Right.
And didn't even pop the ages there. Nice Stalker still got it.
Yep, like they didn't really get that much. They got like one support and then one it cost them 3 buybacks and then 3 deaths obviously, and obviously they only got 1 support and 1 core. It's not the best thing. Not even gonna get a tower off it, unfortunately.
Yeah, they'll be able to reset off of mid there and be able to just push it back out, no problem.
Aegis does expire, so there's that for them. He's popping the ult, he's hunting. Or he's farming groups with it, he's farming a small camp.
Oh, that's a bit ambitious. This is where the slight overconfidence can come in though, where it's now, you know, I've wasted the ult, I've run forward, I've done the things, you know, and you could get punished for it. It's going to be very, very hard for Dire to do those kind of moves.
Alright,
It's
so
all
guys,
of the hook.
let's pretend that I just had like a work, on-call situation and I had to deal with, disaster, just had to sort it out, quick. And I just got in. How can you summarize the last 25 minutes? What have I missed out on?
What did you miss out on? Failed hook after failed hook after failed hook.
I saw a lot of that before I left. That doesn't surprise me.
OD realized not to press his ult and then they started winning.
That too.
I see, okay.
That was definitely a thing.
I mean, this OD's got the items that any OD could dream of, Like,
Yeah, he's very fun.
Yeah. They're still respecting the high ground defense here. Like, they will not walk up this high ground to save their life. They're looking for some kind of pick off, some kind of jump in initiation like that.
Oh,
here
we go.
Finally found it. They'll run forward, get the one immediately with the Weaver as well as the tree. They'll both fall. Oh no, the Weaver's still barely alive there. I guess he gets the Ghost Shroud off just in time. Looking for the hook. Barely misses. This will finally be the tower here falling, and I imagine they're just going to roll through the racks as well here. I don't think there's anything Dire can do to stop them, even if they get hooked or any of these kind of things now. It doesn't really matter. They're just going to get moved forward.
It doesn't matter. I think this game's over. Oh,
Comes the ult, really laying into the Lycan.
man.
Just trying. We'll eventually get him with the ult there.
What?
Now looking for the
They
punch.
they're feeding in the phone? They're feeding in the phone? Okay. Wow, that was a bit
buyback on the Weaver there or not?
thorough.
No, it was on the Witch Doctor, sorry.
Yeah, the Witch Doctor, yeah.
They're looking for more. They will find it in the form of the Oracle here, I would imagine.
Very throwy from G2OP. Take your shrine back, Blob. Take your shrine back. Or outpost. Blob.
Nope, farm. Farm is more
Well,
important. We'll let the little bug crawl over and do it for you.
If you think about it, like in the last couple of minutes, like sure, G2OP have lost a lot of heroes. The lead's gone down, they're taking the lane and racks, but we're so late in the game, one lane is like annoying, but like manageable. It's always that second lane, which is like the real...
Feels like the death blow.
So maybe... Yeah, so I mean, maybe if we could see some chain feeding happening here.
Well, this has always been...
Would be nice.
Like, this here has been immensely beneficial in terms of getting out, getting them some sort of space to farm. It looks like they're even going to try to collapse on here, find someone, maybe turn this into a tower bottom, tower mid if they can. This was exactly what they were hoping for. Now, here comes the problem. People are starting to come up. They got to respect that and get back.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But yeah, if you look at the graph, the win percentage has gone from what's basically 2% to now up to 13% in the Radiant's favor. So slight throws. Maybe we got another Rob in the action here.
Scanning for enemies.
In the making, I mean.
No, it just goes to prove as well there they were right to respect it in terms of the high ground defense and everything else, but they did throw pretty hard in terms of separated out that team fight quite a bit, and as you see running into the fountain again to kill them.
Yeah, the OD really didn't need to go that far in.
I mean, it's only styling on them when you win the game. If you style on them and lose the game, then
yeah, I mean, they're still obviously in a very good position. There's no doubting that. It's just like they just need to be a bit careful.
I do kind of like the fact they got the wolf bite on the OD now, so he can wolf bite someone else that actually matters to have that.
Right, wolf bites the Night Stalker's pretty strong.
Even the Lycan would be good too.
Yeah, he does. He doesn't need it.
All according to Keikaku.
All according to Kikaku.
The landscape special.
Oh, they scouted the Roche again there, just came up.
That's a short respawn as well.
That was a very short respawn for them, yep. Quite lucky.
But yeah, no jungle, just sitting in the base, you know. Chilling. Having a little party. Maybe a little barbecue.
You know what? I could actually do with a little bit of a barbecue right now myself, you know?
It's a bit late for that.
Throw some cheese on the barbecue?
No. Come on, we're not humans here.
Yeah, they are literally sat at... It's like, they're taking a break.
Unfortunately, I think they've realized like their only win condition is to defend high ground with all expendable cost and not to get caught out or picked off or anything like that, and hope that they overextend or do something stupid like last time where they can actually then take advantage of it.
No, the problem with that though is like the goal is just spiraling out of control. Like it was 25k when they just won that fight, and it's even though nothing really happened, no kills happened, it's gone up to 36k now.
Got a bit of smack talk coming out here.
Classic.
Yes, don't GG out early, boys.
Mhm.
So we did want a nice long game, but this has turned into
Bit of a slugfest, yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say a bit
Will
of a
we see?
troll fest.
What do you guys think? Are we going to see the 60-minute IMs, or do you think we're closing out the game soon?
I think they want to push up high ground here with this Aegis, but every time I say that, they seem to
Yeah.
poker prod or just do a little bit and then fall back again, kind of thing.
I don't know.
Okay.
There we go. That's all I have to say. I don't know.
Thanks, Noxville.
To be honest, I'm doing 2 things at once here, but in reality, I'm doing 10 things at once. My highest priority is just making sure any sort of glitches, any small bugs, customer reports dealt with. Satisfaction on the stream, that takes a backseat. But I'm always here to make jokes, insult Canadian chicken when he's here, insult RGB when he says put some Gouda on the barbecue. What the fuck is that about?
Oh,
Put
that's good
meats on the
shit.
barbecue.
Oh, that's good shit,
Put
man.
meats on the barbecue.
Hey, I put meat on the
Mhm.
barbecue too. If you've ever barbecued like good Gouda cheese, it's so good.
I'm not.
What the
That's
fuck?
like the most French shit you've ever said.
Yeah. Don't know about that one.
You and Tonton can go have a cheese barbecue du fromage with each other after this. Speaking of which,
Where
what's
did
happening
our
here?
poor Zeus run off to? Internet
I
problems,
mean,
apparently.
you called it smack talk. I think it's the most realistic outcome that he's just done with this team. He's out of here.
That's it. I'm done. Let's go. It's over. That would be the hot-headed mid-players thing to do. It's just like, that's it. I'm done. It's over.
Yeah, buy the
Next game.
shadow amulet. Buy the shadow amulet. Go into the middle of the base. We need Space Cowboy. My boy Tree does have 12 stacks of flesh sheep. He's getting tanky. 4k health.
Yeah, they have a little bit of problem taking them down now, but the OD damage really just eats through that fairly quickly.
The OD just slices through that like butter. The other thing is obviously all these eye in the forest. The Oracle has Ags now, so it's gonna be hard for no jungle to go out even more now. Even more difficult.
Yeah, they've got all the things just around the base here lit up, just to be able to see if they poke out.
All the small things.
All the small things.
A router restarting. Oh.
In
That's
this economy?
Serious technical issues then.
I feel like Tonton's just realized he needs more strength to carry this game. He's going for a workout.
Tonton's literally like gone into the basement and he's injecting that like Captain America serum into himself because that's what he needs to carry this shit. And even then, it's probably not enough.
Yeah, as soon as he rejoins, he just like gets a rampage.
I'm just thinking like Roy Jenkins runs in and just gets wiped immediately.
Just like it's just Popeye.
All right, it looks like he's
Cracks
finally back
open
here.
the spinach.
It's
I think
gonna
I know
cause
what
a
no
pretty
jungle will
hard
do.
reset there in terms of. I know they were thinking something else, but they're probably thinking something different now.
Well, if we look at the buybacks now, I believe most of the buybacks have been reset, so maybe not on the Witch Doctor, but on everyone except the Witch Doctor, they have buybacks again. So there is that for no jungle. So how much gold lead do you think Radiant needs before they feel confident? Maybe 60k, 70?
I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah.
All according to Keikaku.
Especially given they could have ended this out a couple of times already if they didn't just screw around.
Yeah, throw in the fountain. Yeah.
Oh, but also both times they completely divided their forces and went after like completely different targets, kind of thing, which didn't help the whole situation.
I have to say that Fish has been landing a few hooks now. He's coming back a little bit.
Yep. Well, after your 50th practice one, eventually
That's it. Yeah.
start
Yeah,
to
it
get
was
the
all just
groove again.
It was all a bait, so they didn't realise that he's actually going to do it easily. So they never expected him to actually land the hook now, and when he does, it's so easy.
Yeah, say what you want, I'm still gonna flame him
All
for that
according
after this
to
game.
Keikaku.
Hashtag leave Fish alone.
Oh, the OD finds the Witch Doctor. He'll have to.
What?
Oh, I thought he was going to get away, but decides to switch the target to the tree here, throwing down a bunch of damage on that. Now looking for Blob. He's got the Oracle ult on him, so he'll survive for a little bit, but it won't be very long. This will probably be the final death blow as they're trying to put a bunch of damage in, just nothing can be done here. Finally, the OD is able to find someone, but it keeps being the odd target. It's really the Night Stalker here that's doing the majority of the work so far. Finally, the OD leaps forward looking for someone. Now he decides, I'm going to go wolf form and run away. Come on, guys. What the fuck?
This fight seems very weird.
Yes, this is going on
Well,
far too long.
Lycan's dead. Lycan's
Night
buying back.
Stalker's dead?
Okay,
A little bit of
the
feeding, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Night Stalker's
Okay, Gobelov
it's going to go down as well here.
What?
What's he thinking?
All
What happened to their
Um,
damage?
Destroyed.
What happened to their damage? Just like the plot was right in the middle of them, they just couldn't kill him.
Yeah.
Wow,
was
Tree
an
did
epic throw.
Okay, go on the fight recap. Tree did 17,000 damage that time.
classic.
Oh, that's awesome. Alright,
I'll
nope,
tell
they're
you
looking
what,
for another one. They're all collapsing on the OD. This is the real target. If they can get him, this is
guys know
bad
what
news.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
what
he's
it
got a
might
BKB, and they will
be.
find
Oh no,
all
the
the
Lycan
same.
decides to feed as well.
The Lycan, you get out of here, man. Oracle, what are you doing?
But
Right.
you know what guys know what it is? It's the Wraith Pact Totem. They just don't do damage with it around. Although this
Maybe?
That's
I
me.
don't think that's what it is, but...
it's 30 no, it's 30%, it's quite a lot. Like, they just seem to like not do damage right now. I feel like they really need to get their own Wraith Pact Totem.
Well, this is the throw we were waiting for, right? So this is going to be
Yeah,
the only
yeah.
way they can do anything with it. So they need to take advantage. They need to be running down this mid lane as hard and fast as possible.
The hopes of NA are starting to look a bit bleaker now.
So expected that to fall fairly quickly. Can they get in and do any more damage? Have to leave one behind to defend the top wave there, it looks like. So they're only 4.
He has
3,
troubles.
4v4. So he can come
He
in
has
and join
troubles.
the fight. But it looks like they've decided the better of it and are going to disappear.
I mean, nothing is more American than crumbling when his victory is
Under
guaranteed.
pressure. Under pressure.
I mean, that's and war crimes, but I mean,
Wow.
they've already done those.
Which country hasn't though, Noxville? Let's be honest.
Ugh.
I don't know, but I think there's only one winner in this game, and that's Space Cowboy for not being in it.
True.
Alright, here
this is
comes the
reason
smoke.
He said
So-
he's got a job, but I'm pretty sure he just didn't want to play the ninja.
Do you know
That's definitely what it is. All right, we got the counter
Space
smoke.
Cowboy's job is a translator from American to English. Oh, here we go. Smoke, wrap around.
Wow.
They both smoked, but they both just missed each other. Run by.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do see the OD here.
Yep, they do see him, I think, so they're turning around.
No jungle.
They're gonna catch Gobbler.
No.
Are they?
No.
No, he doesn't walk down. If he walked down, he would have been caught out there, but...
Now remember, the
Oh,
important thing
okay,
is
they
that,
see someone there, so immediately they call it out. Run forward onto the one, but now they're trying to collapse onto the two of them there, but... It's now an equal fight with Marcy trying to put in some damage with the tree there also.
There goes the Wraith back dome.
Yep, right back to
Oh,
the
block
right.
doing work. Block doing work.
Not letting him do any damage.
Oh!
Wow. Survives out with the Oracle ult, looking deeper. We'll find out the Witch Doctor there, but the OD is going to pay for this again. Immediately out comes the buyback for the Witch Doctor and the Night Stalker, but...
Oh, beautiful save.
Oh, here comes the OD as well. Looking for more. The Pudge will fall down.
Oh, no.
The OD's back on the side, looking for more. Now, if he falls here, this is his buyback.
Oh, it's the dieback.
Oh!
They're doing it.
That's the dieback. Nice triple kill.
Oh, and that's
Buyback, Gobbler. What's he trying to do?
Oh no.
Gobbler is gonna get gobbled the fuck up.
Oh.
Wow. They've actually done it. They threw the game. They threw the game. 120 seconds each. Oh, on both their cores. 100 seconds. GG.
Yep.
Wow.
That is
I mean,
a
definitely
pro right there.
I know for one thing, Block will not shut up about this after this.
Yeah. I just want all viewers, as soon as the game ends here, I want you to turn down your volume by like fucking 75%. There's a lot of Austrian is about to come on here, and this one's not good at painting either.
Wow.
This is the next
Look,
time
look
this
at that!
tournament comes.
Look at that graph just fall off there.
Yeah,
Next time this tournament comes around, Blop's gonna be like, remember last time this tournament happened and I won. We beat G2OP after throwing so fucking hard.
He's got Marcio back up as well. He's just use it and just win the game.
Alright, Cliff.
Yeah.
Cliff forced them back.
Yeah,
Won't be enough though. They still got another 20 odd seconds on most of these guys. There we go. Yeah.
You know what it is, guys, though? Wraith back OT.
You were right. It's doing some serious damage mitigation there.
There's only one meme about this. I'm gonna type it in Twitch chat for the same time. This is some fucking emotional damage that's just occurred here.
Emotional damage, yes, indeed.
I get some NA lols in the chat.
I mean, that was a long game, nearly an hour. You know.
Wow. No jungle put it through though. Second big comeback of the tournament.
I think watching this game, anyone thinks they can win now.
Yeah. Wait.
Okay, guys, I'm just gonna give you a warning. Everyone here in this channel, just warning. Blop is gonna be very loud. Turn it down. I'm gonna invite him in. Warning, trigger warning, maximum loudness. Do you think I'm loud? Loud, coming in soon. Okay, we'll see when he joins.
Wow. Not quite as much damage as I would have thought from the tree there at the end, but definitely the most damage overall.